So for today's Excel homework, we'll be working with vlookup, hlookup, match, and the index lookup formula. So first we're going to start off the vlookup formula inside the data table that was given on the website. So today we want to find the yards from each quarterback and also the player's name. So what we're going to do is start off in the column under here it says yards. We're going to insert the vlookup function. The first one, the lookup underscore value, we're going to go where we want the information to be put at. So it's right here. The next one, the table array. So we're going to go up here to the top to our table. We're going to go all the way over and highlight the table. The next one, the number. Next for the number one, that is the columns over from the player's name to where the data for the yards is. So we're going to go up to the top here. Count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to type in the 7 column, and for the last one, since we don't want to do a range lookup, so in here we will type in false. Oops. And now it will give us NA because there's no information typed in the column here. So now it shows NA because, like I said, we don't have a player's name typed in here. So let's type a player's name in here and see if we get it right. It has to be the exact because it looks for the exact player's name. So we're going to type in Tom Brady. And it's going to spit out 791. So I'm going to come over here just to check our work. As you can see, it tells us Tom Brady had 791 passing yards. So that would be the vlookup function because we have an exact table and we're using exact data reference. Alright, so the second part of the homework, we will now be using the hlookup function, which is similar to the vlookup function. The only thing is it looks at the data from horizontally instead of vertically. So we want to know the player's name, and when we type in the name, we want to know the amount of interceptions that the player had. So what we're going to do is click on where we want the data to be inputted at. We're going to begin typing equals. So we have the equals here. Now we want to look up the hlookup. We're going to input where we want the data to be outputted at, comma, and now after we separate with the comma, we now want to highlight the rows that we wanted to look for. So the first one, the A11, where interceptions start. And we're going to take that all the way over to the end of our data table. It's a lot of names. Come back. So we have this data from A11 all the way down to the last column. So after entering the intersection column, now we're going to place a comma there, and we want to tell it where we want the data to be outputted at. So we want it to be outputted at row 15. So after the comma here, we're going to input row 15, close parentheses. So now we want to make sure that our outputs are in absolute form. So we're going to highlight our data points here. and we're going to make sure that they are an absolute value form.